they say about practice, right?
Ready to work? Later. Thanks, Hunter.
Data immediately.
Run? Bruce, you told me you were on it for days.
I meant process my findings. This coil of yours is no simple substance. There's no one-click option.
I get it. Just get back to me as soon as you can.
You'll be the first I call.
Something amiss, Captain?
Nope, nothing. Just Bruce being Bruce. More importantly, really glad we got Spider-Man back, Hunter. Not sure if you've noticed it, but these end-of-days scenarios really tend to put a damper on morale. It's nice to get a solid win, you know?
Every victory we have inches us closer to stopping Lilith. And every life we save
is another ally against her. In this case, a wisecracking, radioactive Spider-Man ally. Which is a good thing, now that we know Hydra has been augmenting their soldiers with this radioactive green gamma shampoo. We're gonna need all the help we can get. Speaking of helping, should probably get back to it. There's a certain special Hydra mad scientist out there whose face is just begging for a smacking. And these gamma signatures of his don't seem to want to analyze themselves. Talk to you later. I'm here if you need me. Hunter?
It's good to have you around again.
Getting knocked around a bit loosens the cobwebs. Now this place feels like a superhero lair. Man, I wish we had something like this in New York. Ready to fight some crime?
Glad to see you're adjusting.
You used to be a surgeon.
Yes. What seems like long ago.
Do you miss it?
No.
You are not usually so brief.
Stephen Strange, the surgeon, was a very different person. Selfish, vain, and prone to grandiose delusions of grandeur.
What could cause you so much shame?
I cared more for personal status than my patients. Most of those were wealthier clients who could afford the procedures. I did no harm, mind you, but for all my talent, I can't say I did much good. I shall fondly await our next outing.
Bad guys better start running.
Nature's poetry is a bee dancing with the wind. That was lovely, Hunter. But we really should get back to...
You know, the end of the world is really messing up my travel plans.
Where did you plan to go?
All over the place. Calcutta, Vladivostok, Cape Town, Perth. Maybe swing through Transia on the way back.
I see. You are going to these places to hunt vampires.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. It's not the primary reason, but yes, it might happen.
And why do you want to travel?
Meet up with some other vampire hunters across the world. Share some new tactics.
So it is about hunting vampires.
So you think you're clever for guessing the professional vampire hunter wants to hunt more vampires?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
You need to stop hanging around Parker. Didn't expect to have that much fun.
Our time together is always illuminating, Hunter.
There's no escape for the wicked. Find Jack. Thanks, Hunter. I need R&R.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Bad guys better start running.
It's weird looking up at the stars after having been up there. I thought you'd be stuck in the past, but that was fun. Let's do it again. Yeah, after we stop Chthon from devouring Earth.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
They do not stand a chance.
Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
Oh, we can do that.
This should aid me in my fight.
Your time has come.
Interesting tactic.
but it won't stop them. Get to the artifact before they figure out what happened.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
I've been waiting. I won't forget that.
There's more for this. Reinforcements on approach. We are immovable.
I like our chances. One's for you! Right, feeling it! You don't mess with the Sorcerer Supreme.
Ah, we've recovered one of the artifacts. This belongs in a museum.
Give it a go.
You know, you're pretty good at this. Here we go. At least you get to travel to new, exciting destinations before you get beat up. You're mine! Scratch!
Support units on the move!
You'll need even greater numbers to defeat me.
The artifacts are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
I do feel pretty amazing. This
A gift of ancient traditions.
is ours.
I'll handle it.
I need time to regain my senses.
My time to shine.
Looks like it's up to me. You guys are really gonna get hurt if you're not careful. Coming at you.
I don't have magic healing.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Try this on for size.
Now that was something.
You're gonna remember me. Hostile unit on the move. They've been waiting.
It is good to be back in the fight.
In the search for wealth and power, with just a tinge of fascism. Hydra will never change.
Let me show you the
Just what this battle requires.
Coming at you.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
They won't know.
We make an excellent team.
Get out of there!
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms. Walk in the light.
Greatly appreciated. A moment of preparation.
saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I'd say that was a very successful outing. Good work.
Oh, hey. Hunter! I need your help. Magic's birthday is coming up. I want to throw her a surprise party, but I can't do it alone.
What do you need me to do?
If you could get the other Midnight Suns on board, it would take a huge weight off my shoulders.
All right. Let me know what you want.
Still figuring out who and what I need, but I'll message you when I do. Probably tomorrow?
Sounds good.
Thanks for this. Do you have any questions?
Why the surprise? Why not a normal birthday party?
It'll be fun! All your friends showing up at once to wish you the best. Doesn't that sound fun to you?
To have friends do that for me, it is a wonderful thought. Truly, having friends at all is a welcome change from my youth.
No kidding. It's hard to make friends when you're on the run.
Where are we going to have the party?
I'm still scouting locations, but somewhere inside the Abbey. We'll make it work.
That is all I had. I'm good for now.
I'm good if you're good. Thanks for this, Hunter. Can't wait to see the look on her face.
And so you actually slept in that thing.
That was probably a mistake. I kept having dreams that I was swallowed by Sandman. That's, actually happened, you know.
Look, man, I get it. It's not a decision to take lightly. I struggled with it for a while myself.
What changed your mind?
I guess I finally started trusting these fools. They may be a little crazy, but they're like family.
And what about your real family? Don't you worry about what could happen?
They're back in LA. Much as my kid brother Gabe would love this place, they don't know a thing. Whatever happens here never gets back there. To be honest, I don't even think we're in the same dimension.
What?
Never mind that. Point is, this is a safe place with good people. If there's anyone who can keep a secret, it's them. Sort of comes with the territory of being a Midnight Sun. Most of our lives weren't sunshine and candy before Caretaker recruited us. And now we've got a gigantic demonically powered pizza oven in the forge.
Excuse me, would you...
Hey, man. It's okay. We can talk about something else if you want.
Yes, please, stay.
Can't. Got something I need to do.
I really thought I had him with the pizza thing.
What is it with you both and Pete?
Okay, you wanted it, you got it.
You wanted what?
I give you, by popular demand, the man underneath the mask.
Peter Parker from Forest Hills, Queens. Nice to see you finally ditched the spider-faced doily, Peter. We're all friends here. You got our attention, so what do you got to say, Petey?
Hi? After all that build-up, I hope I didn't disappoint anybody. I mean, I can't shoot laser beams, light my skull on fire, or glow like the sun. Like Tony said, outside of the costume, I'm just boring old Peter Parker. I don't even have a cool screen name.
I have seen you in battle with Venom, Peter. Believe me when I say you are anything but boring.
Aw, thanks. Jeez, Hunter, you trying to make me blush?
I did not realize you embarrassed so easily.
Oh yeah, I actually surprise myself at the things that embarrass me. Speaking of, now that we took care of the giant radioactive spider elephant in the room, we might as well get to know one another. If there's anything else you're curious to know about me, ask away. I'm apparently an open book now. So what do you say, Hunter? Care to step inside this Spider-Verse?
I have encountered werewolves, half-vampires, dragon men, but I have never encountered a Spider-Man before. There must be quite a story about how you became this way.
It's actually not the most epic story. Sort of a field trip gone wrong scenario, if you get me.
I do not.
Well, a small irradiated spider bit me while I was working up the nerve to ask Mary Jane Watson if she'd like to check out the Pym particle exhibit at the Empire State Museum. Next thing I know, the high-energy photons injected into my bloodstream started altering my genomic sequence. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction, and then I started climbing up the walls. I told my Aunt May it was late-onset puberty. She, believed me for some reason. So, how about you? Get bit by a radioactive hunter or something?
My mother is the harbinger of a dark god. A normal life was never in the cards for me.
Yeesh. I thought high school was hard to deal with. That's gotta be a heavy load to carry.
It is not always easy. You do not seem like a typical Avenger.
Avenger? Me? Oh, no. Between my double major at Empire State, taking photos for the Bugle, and, you know, the whole protecting the neighborhood thing, who has the time? Besides, they haven't asked me to join them. Yet, of course. What about you? How's this whole Midnight Sun thing work? You like the captain or something?
Perhaps according to a prophecy, but in truth, it is only unified together that we will all prevail over Lilith and Chthon. Ego is simply the tool of our enemy.
You sure you're not already an Avenger? Definitely know a guy who'd love to hear that. Here's a hint. It rhymes with smapped in Hermerica.
And just how many years has there been a Spider-Verse?
Oh, you mean, how long have I been doing this? A few years now. You should have seen the original suit. I'd still have it lying around the dorm somewhere. Makes a great blanket. How about you? How long have you been hunting?
At this point, I suppose I am well over 3 centuries old. That is, if you count the years spent above and below ground, of course.
Of course. I mean, whatever gets you senior discounts sooner, am I right?
You are a fascinating man.
Ooh, I like that. Friendly neighborhood, fascinating man. Wonder if Stark owns that trademark yet.
This Venom creature's obsession with you is strong enough to overcome my mother's call. Until now, I thought that impossible.
It's, complicated. Eddie, the guy underneath the giant oozing mouth, was a reporter with me at the Bugle a while back. I may have ruined his career by exposing a phony source of his on this big murder case. This, of course, led him to the alien symbiote that had secretly bonded with me after my original suit was trashed on Battleworld. We can talk about that little adventure later. Long story short, I thought I had eradicated the suit with a giant church bell. Before I knew it was alive, of course. Anywho, the alien symbiote decided to merge with Eddie, and the two have been hunting me down ever since. It's your basic, simple misunderstanding, right? Well, I guess every superhero needs a super nemesis. Venom is mine. Must be tough having your own mom be yours, huh?
Lilith made her choice long ago, though it pains me to say this. She is no longer my mother, but another monster to slay.
That's a hard way to look at it. When I see Venom, all I can see is Eddie. And the symbiote that saved my life on a few occasions.
Perhaps that is what Lilith is counting on.
Look, I get it. The monster that looks like your friend is still a monster. I watch plenty of zombie movies, okay? Still doesn't mean you have to become that which you were hunting, if you ask me. I knew that philosophy minor was gonna pay off.
Thank you, Peter. I should be going. This was eye-opening.
For both of us? Gotta thank you too, Hunter. I was sort of holding back before. You know, didn't want to be a chatty Charlie. But now the floodgates are open. Let the real Peter Parker flow through. Anyway, you gotta go. I'll talk to you soon.
Of that, I have no doubt. Farewell, Peter.
Good chatting with you, Hunter.
I must meditate on Hydra, the Sanctum, and our recent battle.
Hunter. I need to get something off my chest.
Go for it.
I can't stand vampire movies.
Why not?
Why do you think? They take vicious killers and present them as tragic and misunderstood.
Perhaps vampires are making movies about themselves to garner sympathy.
I used to think so. I spent a month in Los Angeles running it down.
And?
Maybe back in the day, but now, studios throw anything at the wall to see what sticks. That's all.
Is that why there are movies about... what did Nico call them? Sparkle vampires?
You know, I didn't hate those movies. Thought I would.
Why not?
Sparkle vampires don't exist. For me, it was fiction. Although, I did root for the werewolves. We should do this again.
Can I?
During that last mission, was I the only one who thought, yep, this is how I die? No? Just me? Cool.
Hunter, hello. I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear, especially when it comes to these little excursions. But there is one more thing you could do to make an old witch happy.
If it were not so good to see you again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Hunter. You certainly are the product of your environment. Between Sarah and I suppose we're just lucky you didn't turn out more cynical. Besides, this might be interesting. Now that the altar is in working order, we just need to reignite my cauldron.
How interesting can that be? Your cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the old days.
Yes. And how do you think that was possible? It's not just any flame we're talking about here. Maybe you've heard tale of the demon fueling the forge? A fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve it through one of the old mine tunnels beneath the forge.
I have seen the tunnels. They were here before the Abbey.
I'm not surprised. You always have been curious. The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember. Well met. Yes?
This must be the tunnel entrance Agatha spoke of. This must be an ember from the forge. I have the ember. The bottle is not even warm.
If it were giving off any heat at all, I'd be concerned, given the enchantment on that vessel. Now, let's see if this old girl still works.
So I can use the cauldron to brew things?
Essentially, yes. Collect reagents on the Abbey grounds. You'd be surprised what we can make use of.
And I just dropped the ingredients in. Is that not dangerous?
That's part of the fun, isn't it? And I see you've already found a recipe book. I doubt you'll have any trouble following along.
You are welcome to attend Ileana's surprise party.
As much as I would enjoy that, my presence unsettles those incapable of perceiving me. I'll celebrate from afar.
So you will be there in spirit?
Oh, Hunter, how I've missed your wit.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.